Hi everybody, this is Tammy. Today I'd like to share with you some projects that I created as a member of the Wild Bunch, the Wild Orchid Craft Design Team. So first let me share with you the items that I used in my projects. And this is my little tray and my notebook. Okay, so I used some 40 millimeter baby pink gardenias. Oops, I dropped it. And that is MKX 083. I used the 40 millimeter Ivory gardenias, and these are MKX 080. I used some of the mixed pink carnations, and these are MKX 179. And I used these are some older stock, and these are the 25 millimeter baby pink wild roses. They don't have this color, but they do have plenty of other colors that you can choose from. And these are 25 millimeter. I'm not sure if I said that or not. And I used the two-tone open roses, and I used them in 25 millimeter and also in 10 millimeter. And they have the same item number, and those are MKX 009. I also used some baby pink hip rosebuds, which I used all of them, so I don't have one to show you, but those are GST 057. I used some of the white net lace, and that's MKX 592. And I just have a little teeny piece left to show you. I used some pink mist open roses, and I didn't bring one. I think I used all of those too. And those are MKX 028. I used some of the pastel tone rosebuds, and those are in 4 millimeter. Those are MKX 622. I also used the light green and baby pink rose leaves, MKX 248. I also used one of the bead flowers, the white bead flowers, and these are GST 034. I also used some of the two-tone pink and ivory open roses with the pink center. And I used these also in 25 millimeter and in 10 millimeter. And these are MKX 010. And I also used some of the pale peach open roses in 25 millimeter. Those are MKX 018. And then I also used the pink mist open roses, and these are 20 millimeter, and those are MKX 028. And I will definitely put the product codes in the description box below in case you want to check out something that I used, and I will point out everything in my projects. Okay, so I am going to a crafty get-together with some fellow YouTubers, and I decided to make party favors for all of the ladies, so that is what I'm going to show you. So let me show you the first one. Okay, I'll show you. This is how they look, and this is just a variety. I had to make about 10 sets. So I've been pretty busy. And let me raise the camera up a little bit. Okay. So, I decided first to make some name tags, and this one is mine. So, I used some paper from my stash, and I think this is a DCWV paper. And I use a spellbinder die to cut out the shape on the bottom. Then I used the Tim Holtz rosette die, and I did the two sizes, and I layered those. I added some Tim Holtz glitter. Then I added, these are the two-tone open roses and the 25 millimeter, and also the light green and baby pink rose leaves. And then I also have some Martha Stewart eyelash trim. And then I just printed out my name and my channel name. And then I printed out, I cut out these tags with another, I think it was a Lifestyle Crafts die. So that, and then I put a pin on the back. So everybody got basically a name tag. So this is one style that I made. And you can just see the different variety of those. And these are the pale peach open roses. And here's another one with some of the two-tone open roses, and also the pastel 4 millimeter rosebuds. So cute. And then this is the second style that I made. So this is a Sizzix die that cuts out these beautiful hearts, these scalloped hearts. And so I cut them out on some Susan Wingate paper, the floral paper. And then I added some cheesecloth in the background. I stickled the edges. Then I added some wedding trim, and then some of these are the two-tone open roses in 10 millimeter, but I did add a little more color with some distress ink in Victorian Velvet. And then also the little tags for the name. And here's another one of that style. So those are the name tags that I made. Okay, so how I set it all up was I have a Prima Doll tag that I distressed the edges with the Victorian Velvet Distress ink. I sprayed the tag with some Pearl Glimmer Mist. And then on the pouch, I made the pouch out of burlap. And this is completely inspired by something that I saw on Pinterest. And I loved it, but it was a glassine bag. And it was more like a burlap wrap, but I just love this. So I used the DCWV burlap paper, and then I added some lace. I added 2 layers of lace. I added a wedding applique, some gold pearl sprays, and here is the 40 millimeter Ivory Gardenia, and then the 20 millimeter open rose in the pink mist, and then some of the pastel rosebuds. So beautiful. And inside I have a test tube that I altered, and I just added some trim from my stash, another piece of a wedding applique, some jute twine. These are some of the variety of the 10 millimeter open roses, and this is the two-tone one, and then this is a pink mist open rose, and then this is the 25 millimeter two-tone open rose. And I just filled it with some goodies. And then also on the tag I have some bling here, and then on the back I covered it with coordinating paper. The 2 papers that I used was the K & Company Susan Wingate floral paper, and then I also used the Tim Holtz, I believe it's called Sunflower Wallflower. I used a Tim Holtz Wallflower paper, and this is the page that I used. But I covered that on the back. And then I have a little piece of foam that I also covered with some burlap, and then I stuck in 2 stick pins. And the majority of the stick pins are from the stick pin tutorial that I did during my last Wild Ochre Craft Design Team video. And I will put a link to that video in this description box below in case you didn't see it and you want to check it out. So that is how they pretty much are all set up, and I just think they're so cute, and I'm happy with the way that they all turned out. So let me just share with you some other ones. So here I added this lace here. I added a strip of the paper. This is more of the Susan Wingate paper, and then so the hearts I did with the Susan Wingate paper, and the rosettes I did with the Tim Holtz Wallflower paper. So all the ones that got the rosette name tag, the back of their tag has the Wallflower paper, and everybody that got the heart ones, the back of their tag has the Susan Wingate paper. And so I added some lace, a double-edged lace, a strip of the paper, a wedding applique. Here's one of the Carnations, and here are the baby pink hip rosebuds. Love those. And then a gardenia. And then 2 of the stick pins, and then her test tube looks like this, and I wrapped some of the paper around the test tube. I wrapped some jute twine, tied it in a bow. Here's 2 more of the rosebuds, and then some leaves from a wedding applique. And then this is the white net lace, and then one of the wild roses. So everything fits neatly into the little pocket, which I'm so happy that that it fit perfectly. And then here's another one. So hip rosebud, the 4 millimeter open roses. This is some of the white net lace with the pink edge. I just love these. Love, love, love these. And then this is another one that's more vintage than shabby chic, and she has the rosette name tag. And then on the tag itself, I just cut a little slit here, and then the pin from the name tag just sits on that. so everything sits really compact. So here are some of the pale mist, I'm sorry, the pink mist 10 millimeter open roses, some of the leaves, and some of the 4 millimeter rosebuds, some pearl trim, the ivory gardenia, and then the stick pins. And here's her test tube. So I have the wallpaper flower, the wall flower paper wrapped around the test tube with some trim from my stash, a wedding applique, some jute twine, and then these are some ivory 4 millimeter open roses, and then there's that pale peach 25 millimeter open rose. So love those, and they are so fun. And then I also made some little tags for everybody. I used the EK Success jar punch, and I made it into a little note card. So I just punched it out a couple of times. Actually, I punched it out on some ivory cardstock twice. I used some washi tape as the seam to connect the two punches, or yeah, to connect the two punch outs. And then I punched another one of the jars on the cardstock. And this is the wallflower paper. And I distressed inked the edges with Victorian velvet. Then I took another piece of the cardstock, I covered it in silver foil, and then I just punched out the lid part of the punch. And then I put that there, and I just used like a little tool to give it some grooves, as if it was, you know, the top had, you know, has a little grooves for the way you twist it on. And then this is some paper cording, and then there's another one of the pink mist open roses, and then the light green and baby pink rose leaf, and then I just added just a little bling flourish. So I made a bunch of the different little tags also, so they're pretty much made the same, just different paper and different bling. And then the way that I packaged them all, I had these cute little bags, these cherub bags in my stash. So I put another couple of goodies in the bag behind the pouch. And then I just put it in the bag. I folded it over because it's a pretty wide bag. It's about that wide. I folded it over and then sealed that with some washi tape. And then I just tied it with some jute twine. And then hung the mason jar tag on the bag. So that's how they're packaged up, and I hope all of the ladies like it. I am so excited about this get-together. There's going to be about 11 of us YouTube ladies just getting together, and several of them I've already met, and there's a few that I haven't met, so I'm looking forward to meeting them. So thank you so much for watching. I will put in the description box all the product codes for everything that I used on my projects, and also links to the Wilderker Craft YouTube channel, the Facebook group, the Pinterest group, and then also to their website. So definitely go and check them out, and they have beautiful, beautiful flowers. I've used them. I will continue to use them. I just love their products. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and I hope you're all having a really great day. Bye.